and I think I know this, but I always have to remind myself, my only job is to know that what is, everything that is, whether it's my feelings about something or some conflict that's going on between people or countries or whatnot, my only job is to just keep remembering it all simply is. And there's nothing to be concerned about. You know, after I merged with truth, after emerging from truth, when I would be pondering or trying to talk to people or whatever, I'd always say, it's all for a good reason. And yes, that's true. I mean, apparently the reason is to ascend out of this place of belief in who we're not. But it's deeper than that. It's the feeling while I was in that place of who we are. Just simply, it really was just a simple, it's all okay, it's all perfect. The living it has been, of course, the hard part. So yeah, when I think my mind has been getting tangled up lately in left brain. I'm really impaired in, but I think my mind, not going off into a tangent, but my mind has been tangled up with, left brain stuff. And the only thing to focus on is the isness, the okayness, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing, even though it feels that way, and this is a very purposeful experience, while I'm in it, like I was last night, I think the best thing to do is bring in, and I think I mentioned it last night, but to bring in truth simultaneously. You know how hard it is when we're in it. It's like nothing exists except the anguish, pretty much. So accepting that anguish, meaning let it be there too. Of course, it's always the answer to more peace. Anything that's true, whether it's being in anguish or whatever it is, feeling for my personal Achilles heel, animals, no matter what it is, it's okay for it to be there. I don't need to say, oh, it shouldn't be there, because that's not really the truth. And yes, on the in the big picture level, true, but when it's true to be feeling really bad, that's true too. It seems like, yes, I know this, but I keep having to remind myself. So just wanted to pop on there and also pop in the reminder that, yeah, every time I do feel the hard to feel feelings, more peace I then do feel. Peace that's becoming more of a real, not just a relief, not just I don't feel bad anymore, but I'm sure a lot of people experience this, but I never had until, well, I don't know how long it's been, but anyway, recently, the energetic, there's no other way to say it, but and like an energetic blissfulness that is in greater or lesser strengths and more continuous and less continuous, intermittently. So that's what I'm learning from, and what I'm most, well, aside from feeling it, what I'm most excited about is, in its application, is, well, having it be a guide for me to know if I'm in touch with me and to what degree or not. And that along those same lines, that it's totally cool to feel my pain, and beneficial, in fact, the way, the road, but be in my communication, and it appears like magical sometimes. I still don't want to say it all. I still don't want to share exactly the most magical time when it shows up, because I don't want to jinx it. But suffice it to say that higher self guides me in my communications, whether they're verbal or like this, or written. And of course, behind all of it's energetic. But they guide me. Because sometimes I'll, for instance, this isn't what I'm refraining from sharing, but it's an aspect of it that I feel comfortable in sharing. When I'll be at a kind of a crossroads in my own awareness of, is this a good thing to share right now or not? If I don't get that feeling, I shelve it for a while and I don't share it, at least not in that form. But if I do get that feeling, I go ahead and press, send. So, anyway, the main thing I really wanted to say was truth is truth is truth, and truth can only lead to more truth. Including the truth of feeling one's emotional pain. I know, obvious, been doing it for a long time, but I still have to remind myself, especially when the truths get harder, I guess. I don't know. Mind doesn't know. But the fact of just needing to repeat it, oh boy, I'm going on and on. That's it. That's all for now. See ya.